Family disruptions over the holidays. Why are there so many squabbles, arguments, and disruptions? Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. So, growing up, there usually was somebody that kind of messed up things. And so we kind of would identify that person and we would be prepared for that. And it was usually during the holiday season. So why do arguments and things like that happen over the holiday season and not so much during the rest of the year? Well, often people are brought together during the holiday season that maybe don't get together during the year. And maybe there are some differences there between those people. And now they're up close and personal. And it just happens to be after a few drinks or whatever, they get into a verbal squabble or whatever. There can be people that don't handle their alcohol right. There can be people that are just disruptive, chronically disruptive. That's what they do. A lot of times too, during the holidays, it's more on one person doing all the work, whether it's putting up Christmas lights, Christmas decorations, preparing meals, whatever. And some people don't help out. And so finally, the person doing all the work gets tired and they get maybe upset. So those are some of the reasons why there can be squabbles and disruptions and upsets at Christmas time. There can be people that are brought together that really don't like each other. What I try to do is if I'm inviting people, I try to pair them up with people that like each other. And if I think that there's going to be a disagreement, I let them know that, my area has no place for disagreements. And I will ask them to leave if they are not being nice. And sometimes that's kind of hard to do. You don't want to do that, but sometimes people disrupt anyhow. And sometimes that will help if you let people know what you expect and what you will not tolerate. But it's uncomfortable if it comes to that point during the holiday because that's disruptive in itself to have to say, hey, you got to leave because you're not being very nice to people or whatever. And, there's always someone that makes the comments that are not nice and that can upset someone else. And, coming together for the holidays should be a joyous time. It should be a time that we all get along. And yet, I think in some situations, we have to be very proactive to make sure that happens. And we have to prepare beforehand. Some people we just can't invite. And the people that I can't invite, I let them know the reason. I let them lovingly know, I can't invite you because you're disruptive. Sometimes addressing the issue will fix the issue. Sometimes not. Okay, but those are some of the reasons why I think that people, there are family disruptions or disruptions during the holidays. And yet we want the holiday to be a happy one. So if you're prepared for that beforehand, often you can avoid those negative things entirely. From my house to yours, I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.